that coconut which travels with water. So as if we have discussed that by air. So let us take an example of milkweed. So we have already discussed about this in our first class. I have told you that milkweed seeds travel through air because they are less in weight. You can see that cotton fiber like structures which are traveling along with air and settles at a suitable place and forms as a new plant. In the same manner, on this shore of its seeds, we can find many coconut plants because of its fibrous structure. So let us come to the next point, children, that is nothing but by insects. You can get a doubt that how can insect be taking part in making of new plants. So that is how we want to see that. That is nothing but we are going to know that how insects help in making of new plants. Have you ever seen that the butterflies or honeybees or the insects which are taking or sucking honey from flowers or standing on flowers or making the use of flowers as their place to stay? So whenever they stand on flowers or whenever they are taking their food from the flowers, they get the pollen grains of flowers which are nothing but the yellow powder like structures. They just get stuck to them and makes help in formation of a new seed. So when that comes from one flower to another flower, there helps the formation of new plant which is becoming into a seed. So by this method, the insects help in making of new plants. And coming to the birds and animals. How does the birds and animals help in making or dispersal of new plants? Let us see that. Have you ever seen that the animals grazing in a vacant place? Grazing means gaddi tinadam. Have you ever seen such things? So while grazing like that, they used to eat almost all the plants which are containing flowers, which are containing seeds, and the things which they have taken as food, it gets, some of the part will be digested and some remains undigested. And the output which comes out from it, which is nothing but dung. So we all know that animal releases its excretion which is in the form of dung. So what does it contain? It contains the unremained which are said to be the seeds or something. So this excretion which has been come out from that, it causes to get into a new plant. Wherever the dung has been stayed for a long time in a suitable place, it releases which the seed to sow or get into the soil and forms a new plant. What about the birds then? So we have seen that a goa which is to be taken by a parrot as its food. Have you ever seen that? The goa which is taken by a parrot is to be chewed. Does the parrot have teeth? Is it so, children? I don't think so. So which has been swallowed by the parrot, half of the portion is to be digested in its stomach and some of the portion is to be released out in the form of excretion. So that excretion which has been released out by the birds. So what is the excretion released by birds? So this one contains different kinds of seeds which are to be seen as a new plants in a vast or vacant place. So like these children, we can see most of the new plants which are to be seen in our outside place. So the final thing is by human. So how does a human pass for making the dispersal of seeds? Have you ever seen the agriculture which is the activity done by a farmer? You can watch in the fields the farmers which sow the seeds or make new plants by making sowing of seeds. So these seeds grow into a new plants and causes a production for a new generation plants or new product of the plants. So these seeds gets rise to meet the need of the different kinds of plants and they even followed for food purpose. So this is the ways of dispersal of seeds we can see in our lesson. So how many ways we have seen that? Air, water, insects, birds and animals, and finally it is about human. So I think almost all of us have been discussed with this so far. I think you have understood it, children. Thank you for listening to me.